Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Thunder, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And guys, still some time left till tip-off. Let's talk scoring. Kenny, how did you look to establish yourself at that end of the floor, and when did you know you were in for a big night?
Well, for me, it was just about getting the basketball in the right areas of the floor, either off the dribble or off the pass. So if I knew if I got to certain areas of the floor, I was going to be able to score and have a big night. The defense tried to.
More levels, more devils.
Downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, enjoying extensive new development and rejuvenation. Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Thunder here to defend the home court, playing host to the Eastern Conference. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then it's Vujacic. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the center position.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
He sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Knicks ball. Here is Calderon. To the wing on the left. Shoots it. Porzingis can't hit. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Left side Durant. Shot on the wing. That's good on the jump shot. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Pass to Porzingis from deep. Here's Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark. They won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Now, here's Westbrook for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Westbrook with the nice D there.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
They get the rebound. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Kicks it to Westbrook. Tries from 16. It's rebounded by New York.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase block. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling. No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Calderon kicks to Lopez. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Lopez has got 5 now. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Westbrook dishes to Adams. Lopez with the steal. Calderon against Ibaka. And that one's good.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And the Thunder making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Aflalo's checked in. Cantor checked in for the Thunder. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Grant's checked in. Westbrook passes to Waiters. Back to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Tipped away. From the high post. Waiters no luck. New York leading by 3.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that had hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
Outside Westbrook. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. We were used to seeing the Thunder as a top offensive team, as you mentioned, Greg. Last season, they finished 18th, Clark, in field goal percentage.
And, you know, for context, that's the lowest they finished since their first year in Oklahoma, Kevin. Usually you can find them among the top 5 teams in the league when they're healthy.
Here's Grant. Dion Waiters making his last shot. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Foy's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Kevin Serafin is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Grant kicks to Serafin. Lets it go from 11. And it's Durant with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Grant following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
The feed to Durant. Back to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. For New York, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
Anthony Morrow.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Waiters with the ball. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Cantor dishes to 4. Fires for 3. Outside for Durant. The pass to Morrow. Back to Durant. And at last they get one to fall. Durant's got 7 points in the game. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Grant. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Launches a 3. No luck.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
Stolen by Cantor. And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's the... And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration
comes from me being 8 years old.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now,
gente, suscríbanse al canal si quieren ver más videos. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos and to see more teams. We're gonna do 1v1. The second, and who wins is the champion. El que gane ahora va a pasar a la corona, que se gana el juego así, y después de este tenemos que hacer la corona de los Cavs versus los Warriors. Vayan a verlo ahora si no lo han visto. Y gracias.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Anthony Morrow out there with 4. And it's Singler in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Hey guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Russell Westbrook in for Randy 4. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for New York. Singler for 3. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. Here's Vujacic. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and he'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Not good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Singler outside. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Shoots. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. The wide open look here for Anthony. Another shot. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Top of the key, Ibaka inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Roberson's got his first bucket in this one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Clark, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
Both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
All alone, finishes the break with a slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Adams' shot is good.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
There's the double team with Westbrook. Calderon. And it takes a hard bounce.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting...
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
On the inside. Make them beat from deep.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Durant comes in for Singler. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Sasha Vujacic. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
That one touched the backboard first, and it's ruled a goaltend. Count it.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. And New York with a change here, too. Langston Galloway's checked in for Anthony. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Knicks trail by 9. Aflalo the pass to Serafin. Here's Grant. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
To the inside. Here's Waiters. That's good. Waiters got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 16-6 run. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Durant with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Cantor kicks to Foy. To the inside. Oklahoma City moving it around. And Durant gets double teamed. Here's Cantor. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Waiters. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And that does it for the first half of play. Thunder lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never fought. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. One of the stories here, Dion Waiters getting it done today.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. We've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Vujacic, and it's Calderon in at the point guard position. Durant, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And that one's good. Porzingis has got 7 points.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
Durant dishes to Robertson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists now tonight.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 8. Passes it to Robertson. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 6.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
Ibaka, it's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fires it up. Kept alive. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Here's Durant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or 2, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. His pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
Robertson gets the bucket. Roberson's got 9.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Knicks trail by 19. Here's Porzingis, and he's way off from outside.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line, and more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
Pass to Porzingis. The 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now.
The high post shot hits the front of the rim and out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Well, Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys.